And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Russell Westbrook, #1.
And you just can't say enough about the value of a player like him who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Yeah, you know, you're right. For him to be providing the individual scoring he has, as well as keeping all his teammates so involved in the offense, that's a hard job, and it's an ideal combination for a point guard. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
And here we go with Waiters running it up the court.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Westbrook passes to Roberson. Westbrook gets to Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Cleveland with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, you have to admire Dion Waiters' confidence as he feels he's going to be the next great shooting guard, not shy to proclaim himself as the next in line. Waiters saying, I really believe that I'll eventually be the best shooting guard in the NBA. This year I'm going to show a lot of people who doubted me and still doubt me. I'm going to show them. Can't wait to watch, guys.
Well, Doris, confidence so key in this one. Thanks. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. No good there off the double clutch. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Another miss by Love.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Durant against Love. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Marion's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Morrow comes in for Andre Robertson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And, Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
Durant, that's good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Marion dishes to Irving. Shot's good. Irving's got 8 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Durant. He had 34 points in the win against Washington.
And he really kept his head down, withdrawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Stolen by Durant. And he jams it with authority.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot will not go.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if
it's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Durant kicks to Roberson for the lead. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Cavaliers leading. Waiters gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Thunder shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Well, Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder. Clark, always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, you know, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Yes, thanks. We'll see how he does. A different look now for Cleveland. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Marion in for Waiters.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He was dismissed from the practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player, and he's very gifted.
The kick out to Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half. You know, you hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Serge Ibaka. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month. 3rd in blocks. And he's in the top 10 in terms of 3-point field goal percentage, so it's really been a good run for him from downtown.
And you addressed this spot as one of the leaders in average blocks per game, Steve. And I tell you what, that makes a huge difference on the team's defense. When you've got a shot blocker in there, it can change things for you.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by LeBron James. Outside Durant. 14 feet away. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Durant's got 20 points.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Lamb in there for Durant. Good. And now 24 points for LeBron.
I've really appreciated their activity.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. Yeah. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. Miller's checked in for the Cavaliers. Outside Westbrook. Perkins with the screen. Goes up the baseline. Off the left rim and out. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Irving from long range.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Morrow, no good. Cavaliers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. James, the pass to Irving. Tries it from 19. James with another miss. It's Westbrook with the drive. Can't get it to go.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Westbrook. For the lead. Another miss by Westbrook.
He's not exactly striping it from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. James Jones comes in for Sean Marion. Dion Waiters checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Jackson's checked in. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Jackson. Jones drives in. Stolen by Jackson. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets... Well, Cleveland shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ibaka and Collison, the duo inside. Andre Robertson out there with Jackson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Outside Durant. Pass to Robertson. Clock at 6. And Durant, here we go.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Adams, he's checked in for Nick Collison. James in the post. Gets the bucket and the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Here's Roberson. Offensive rebound. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Durant wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Durant got 25 points. Timeout called, Cleveland. Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, that has given Oklahoma City the spacing that that offense needs.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Jackson. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by James. It's Westbrook with the drive. Thompson with the block. Launches it. And that one's good by LeBron. James has got 16 points here in the second half.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half. And for Ibaka, his offseason trainer also worked with Kevin Garnett. And he said that's who Ibaka reminds him of with his intensity and attention to detail and drill. And that's something that's overlooked. Being a perfectionist while you're practicing allows you to perform at a high level. He's the type that wants to do it again and again until he gets it right.
From deep. And the Thunder, another three. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Waiters. Launches it. And the basket good. Waiters got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 50. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. Sean Marion, he's checked in for LeBron. Here's Durant. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist. And, you know, you think about Ibaka's development. Part of his adjustment to the NBA initially was just learning the language. When he first was drafted, he barely spoke a lick of English, and that's become his fifth language.
Love can't hit.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Money!
Man, it's really tough to stop Love right now.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Durant. Oh, hammered. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 30 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Left side Durant. Six to shoot. Dishes it to Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Roberson. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy of the situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. You can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Stolen by Durant. Ibaka goes in. Off on that one. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the...
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our